Hey guys, and how's it going? Previously on the channel we have been working on this 1977 John Deere 212, not to get it confused with my 1977 John Deere 212. This is actually a friend of mine's. He asked me if I could get it running for him. I told him yes, so I'm stuck with it for now. Hope you guys had a good Christmas. This video should be coming out on Sunday. I think Christmas is Friday, so yesterday would have been, yeah. Today's Sunday. Today's not Sunday for me. I'm starting right where I ended. Today is Sunday, but today is the 20th. I'm picking up right where I left off on this project. If you guys get what I'm saying. In the last video, we pulled the carburetor off of here. We looked this tractor over, decided on a few things, looked it over and saw what needed to be done with it. And then we tried key switches. We pulled the carburetor off of it, threw it in the ultrasonic cleaner. I still need to put a tie rod on it. I have not done that yet. I know you guys saw it. The patio is in the background from last video. Still, we put a different solenoid on it. I also bypassed all the safeties, and we managed to get the engine to crank. The engine cranks over now. I'm not sure if it'll start or not. I don't know if it has spark. I have not gone into it that far. Carburetor is currently outside of the ultrasonic cleaner, sitting on the bench. Let's see. Right here, you can see it cleaned up rather pretty good. I ended up taking the wire wheel and cleaning up the float because the float looked pretty bad. I cleaned it up a little bit. I can't remember if I used the wire wheel or Scotch-Brite. I also cleaned this up a little bit too, the jets, both. And the ultrasonic also brought this back to life. That looks really good. As you can see, you couldn't see that before. And then also the bottom of the carburetor, the float bowl, looks really good too. And it cleaned up that as well. It does pretty good. So I ran it for an hour and a half actually. So that's where we've left off. I don't think there's anything else that I am leaving out. So we left off with, we finally got the engine to crank over, and I think that was it. So let's go on ahead. I'll put you guys back in the stand. We'll get the battery tray put in and go from there. Put that battery tray back. Let's go on ahead and put this guy back on. Over here's our positive. We'll put that on first. Then we'll do our negative. I don't have a battery strap for this, so I'm not going to strap it. I would if I did, but I don't. So I have not decided what I'm going to do when it comes to a fuel pump. I don't have one. I do have one, but it's for another engine. And I do have another one, but it's for an 8-horse Kohler. So I might be in trouble there. I'm going to have to do some looking around the shop and see what I have. I hate to order one, but I might have to. I don't know. Oh, no wonder I can't turn that around. It's too big. Let's try this again. Oh, that's shot. Let's try this. There we go. Get this guy. Put him on there. There's my wrench. Putting the positive one on first, then the negative one on last. Because that's the way to do it. That way if you touch your body of the tractor with your positive, it'll zap if the negative's hooked up. because that completes the circuit. If you do it with the negative unhooked, while you're doing this and you touch the body, no problem, you're not going to get zapped. So that's something I learned. So, because I like to do it just whichever one I pick, put on first, but I think I'm going to play it safe now and do the negative 1 second. I feel like this engine, or this battery moved, or something moved. Even before I didn't have it on there very tight, but I feel like that went on there a lot easier than it is. It don't matter, I'm not leaving the battery with it. It matters for me though, because where's my socket wrench? Never mind, I found it. I was worried I left it under there. I was gonna say that sucks. There we go. Crank it over, make sure it works. Awesome. I think the next thing that we're going to do is I think we're going to go on ahead, put the carburetor back on, drain the oil out of it. Then after we drain the oil out of it, put new oil in it. I might just run it with what's in it, that way it can fling it around and clean it out. It didn't seem like there was any water in it or anything, so, but like I said, I don't know. That's been exposed for 5 or so years, around however long this has been without a fuel pump, so that's kind of where I'm basing it off of. We'll run it and then we'll drain it. I guess that's probably the better way to do it. Let's get the carburetor put back together, we'll put it back on here and go from there. Over here with our carburetor, I'd say that cleaned up pretty good. Put our needle back. There's a socket over here, there it is right there. That's the one that we need to tighten this down with. There we go. That's tight. Put that out of there. I don't know why it does that. There we go, we got it. Somebody honked. Means that goes back in. With the dirtiest screwdriver I could possibly find, for whatever reason. I feel like this is magnetized. There we go. Put this jet in. No wonder. That fix it. It wasn't going in straight. We'll put that in and then we'll bring it out. Close. Half, 1, half, 2, half. go on ahead and put our idle jet in there all the way. And once we get him put in, we'll do his adjustment. This comes out 2 1/4. So half, 1 half. I think it's half. That might be 1. We'll just say that was 1. 2 1/4. There we go. That don't matter. I can change that later. Bottom needle. Needle actually looks okay. These are the type of needles I like, the ones he just set in there. Grab our gasket. I'm hoping this is still good. Put our float in. Put our little holder in too. And once that little holder goes in, put the bowl on and color there. Gotta hunt down the hole. For whatever reason, it don't want to go in that way. So we'll put it through this way. Over here. There we go. Right there. Awesome. That's in. Put the bowl on. Put the carburetor bottom on. Tighten that down and we should be good to go. That definitely went together a lot easier than it came apart. There we go. That's tight. Doesn't move. Closes a lot better. Opens and closes, open, close, throttle. Now we got to put this on. I never ended up taking that line off there, I just left it on. It didn't really at the time seem worth messing with. Right there. Let's throw this on the tractor and look for a tie rod and also a fuel pump. Grab the carburetor. We're going to go on ahead and put it on. Put that right here. Put this here. Okay. We'll do that later. That's probably what we ought to do anyway. May or may not end up doing a governor adjustment on it. I had thought about last night maybe I should do a valve adjustment on it. But, nah, this ain't mine. Not saying I shouldn't, but after setting, usually you do. I didn't do one on my 212 though, but that's got a 14 horse. But at the same time though, governor might end up needing adjusted. I will probably check that. Tighten this side over here now. Hopefully everything is put together as it should be. I keep bumping the camera. There's not enough room right there. There we go. There we go. Now let's put this guy on here. There we go, we got it. I knew we would. Carburetor. Oh my God, you're kidding me, right? Oh, great. Pin. I knew something would happen. I figured that. Where did it go? I didn't see it. Looking to see if I can find that piece where it might have went. I don't see it. Is that it? No. Well, I don't have another one of those. I guess as long as that doesn't let go of the governor, until I find that piece or one like it, there's nothing I can do. So I guess as long as that doesn't fly off there, we'll be okay. I'll have to look for one. I think let's go on ahead and, of course I don't have one of them pieces, and of course I lost it. Always the way it goes. I gotta decide what I'm gonna do. Need a fuel pump. I'm gonna grab a fuel pump. Fuel line seemed okay, so I don't think I'm gonna worry too terribly much about it. I actually might run some water through it. Maybe, maybe not. What we can do, we can hook the air compressor up. I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea to blow that line out. Hook the air compressor up, put it in the gas tank, put the nozzle in. Well, yeah, I haven't even taken a look at that gas tank yet. Let's take a look at that right now since I'm thinking about it. We've got the carburetor done, might as well. This will be the first time looking in here, I guess. That don't look like there's anything on it. I think I did look in here actually before. Oh. Looks like there is some crap in there. I don't know how well you guys can see it. But yeah, it does look like it is gonna have to be cleaned out. So I don't know what that is. It doesn't smell like gas, it just smells like water. We could probably siphon that out, actually. It ain't going through the line. I figured it was empty because there was nothing coming out that line. I wonder if the shutoff valve on the bottom of the tank is bad. That'd be my luck. Let me grab my siphon and we'll try and drain all the water out of there, or whatever's in there. I think it's water, and we'll just see what we can do with it. Not sure how much is in there. I'm going to figure this is probably just about enough to get whatever is in there out. So we'll take that down in. It'll help if I pull the lid off of our little jar. Put that in. Kind of looks like gas. Sure don't smell like it though. I think what I'm going to have to do, I can't tell what this is. It's pretty dirty, whatever it is. Take a look. Definitely wouldn't want that running in an engine. It don't smell like gas, it smells like water. I bet you that's what it is. So now if I look in there, that should be empty. I didn't figure there was a whole lot in there. This could have gone better. This could be best circumstance, or this could be worst possible circumstance. There's still a little bit of whatever that was in there. But let's see, it definitely looks a lot better than it did. I hate to have to pull that. Well, it sure looks like we're probably going to have to pull that fuel tank off to get in there and look at it and get whatever's in there out. I really haven't looked at the fuel system on this yet. And I guess we're probably going to, because we're going to have to pull this, unless we can pull the fuel tank off without taking this cover completely off. Go the easy way. Well, I guess we're going to be pulling the fender pan off of it so we can get that fuel tank out. Get that fuel tank out of there, clean it up real good and put it back. I guess that's the way we're going to be doing it, so take it in the house probably and clean it out with the sink, because I don't have the hose. Let's get this panel off of here, fender pan, and after we get this fender pan, oh, we got to pull the, well, I guess it could be worse. Let's get these bolts loosened first, that way we know they're all going to come loose. Then after we do that, we'll pull the pedals off and go from there.
Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. Tonight I'm feeling mean, gonna make an ugly scene. Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. Tonight I'm gonna pick myself a fight. If some deserving dirtbag a black eye, and if he swings at me, then I'll bust that sucker's knee. 'Cause tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. The meanest hunk of meat that anyone's ever seen. Get out of the way of the hurricane.
That's great. Pine roof. Well, that's awesome. I was expecting just to pull it off, but I guess not. I guess the line had to break off. Luckily it wasn't this. I was worried this came out of the tank, but I thought, well, maybe that wouldn't be as big of a deal to work on. Yeah. Gonna have to take this in the house. Try to clean up what I can out here. Get all this crap off and then take it in the house, rinse it out real good, so that still works. Take it up here and blow it with the compressor. There we go. Looking for it to not have anything come out of it. Only go to flip it over. That's what I'm looking for. I'd say we're getting close. one more of those, and I'd say it probably should be good. The water's warm too. I will put water in it and let it soak. I want to clean this tank. Get all the junk off the outside. Toothbrush or something, and when I do, I'll come back. We'll fill this cup up all the way. Wiped the camera off and flipped on the fan. Hopefully that'll help. Let's go on ahead and clean this tank. There we go. I would say that looks pretty good. Take it back out to the shop and put it back on the tractor. I hope that lens isn't fogged. Yep. It is currently the next day. Last time you guys saw me, we were in there washing the gas tank. I brought it out here and hung it up on my little thing I use to paint stuff. I have my little paint booth over there, but this is where I usually hang things and paint them from. Washed that out in the bathtub. I think that's the last thing that we did. Then I brought it back out here, hung it up after cleaning it up real good. T12 is still sitting in here. I have not done anything other than take the fuel tank off. Gonna have to do something about the fuel line. I'm gonna have to look for fuel line or see if I can get some. I'd really much rather not put any money into this since it's not mine, but I'm probably going to have to, unfortunately. It ain't looking too good. So, I guess that fuel line can come off. I think that's it. So, I guess I'm going to go on, well, nah, I'm not going to end this. We're going to continue on and see what we can find and get figured out about this tractor. I think since I'm waiting on a fuel system, I'm going to go on ahead and test it for spark and see what it's got. I got to hunt down a spark plug wire Once I do that, we should be able to test it. Tires are still holding air 3 days later, and they have not went down a bit that I've noticed, so I'd say that's good. So let me adjust the stand. I got a new stand, by the way, for the camera. The other one had broke, and I was been using it for a while. I started digging around and found this one, so we're gonna try it out and see how it does. I really don't like it compared to the other one in many ways, but it does fine, so I guess we'll use it. So let me put you guys up, adjust you, and once I do that, we'll check for spark and see what this tractor's got. Another thing I like about this stand is it's a lot taller than my old one. So we're gonna go on ahead and test this for spark. Let me grab a spark plug wire. We'll throw this guy on there, and then we'll pull that spark plug out and see what type of spark we get, if we get any. It don't feel gummy. I'm gonna go on ahead and say it has no spark, but that's my personal opinion. Don't get too excited, because if you get excited, it won't happen and you'll get sad. Let's see. I was expecting it to be dirty again. Put this in here. And let's try it out. I'm gonna guess no spark. Ready? No spark. Like I thought. So, adjust the points. I guess that's where we'll start, because we'll start with the points. And if it doesn't end up being the points, we'll move on to the something else. But I imagine the points probably need to be cleaned. I'm hoping that's all it is points. I'd have been very surprised if it had spark. We'll bring you guys over here so you can see. There we go. Grab my butthead screwdriver. It looks like it's got a hole in it. No, it doesn't. Looks like there's... Oh no. It is. There's a screw on the bottom. So I am going to need a longer screwdriver, and before I even try anything, I'm going to have to plug that off. I forgot all about that. I guess we better go on ahead and do something when it comes down to fuel pumps. So the base of this fuel pump is no good. It does pump, however, but this base is no good. As you can see, it shouldn't move like that. Should move like that. So this base is good. This base is bad. However, this pump head is good. This pump head is bad. So we're going to take this pump head off of this base, this pump head off of this base, put this pump head or this base on this base on this pump head, because this is still good. I've tested it. So let me grab a screwdriver. Now let's go on ahead and we'll pull the head off of here. I figure these are probably self-tapping screws that tap into this plastic. More than likely I'll end up reusing them. What's going to happen to this, I have no idea. I'm almost tempted to see if I can fix that base, but I don't really think I can. These newer ones are put together with rivets. That's how you know this is an older one. It's still got screws. And that's 4. Oh, that's a mess. I wonder if that's got anything to do with our problem. Oh, look at that. I have no idea why that could possibly be not wanting to work. In, out. Take that up front actually. Blow this out, maybe we can get this guy to work. Because look inside of there, look how bad that is. I bet you that's our problem. Went up front, I fired up the air compressor, blew this out, and also turned on the ultrasonic cleaner just now. I almost just wonder, I think this is a spring right here, and this gets pushed up and allows fuel to go in. Wait a minute, how does this work? This is your pump. That crushes down. Comes down, goes up. I feel like that would be a check valve. Because I think when it goes up, it's pulling fuel in. Right? Yeah. I wonder if this is stuck. More than likely, I'm going to end up ruining this pump head, but let's just see. That moves. Well, whatever it was, it either just broke or something. I have no idea what just happened. I feel like that was supposed to be there. Uh-oh. So we put this back on. This is in how it was. Actually, other way. That's in. So now when I put it on, now it's doing something. Unless, because I see another one of them in here. I'll bet you that was a check valve. It pulls in on that to let stuff come in. Then it goes, pushes on that to push fuel out. I'll bet you that's how that works. So that was a check valve. Then that's ruined. Because I'm looking out right now and I can see light. So yeah, I don't think this pump head's any good. That sucks. As soon as that came off, I knew something was wrong. So what is this? That's just rubber. Yeah, it is. That turns. Oh, I see. So this goes down on that to let fuel in. That's how that works. Well, I see now. That was all that we needed to do, was fix that. Well, that sucks. Let's get this guy pulled apart and we'll throw him together, I guess. There we go. What's it look like under there? Not terrible. Sure it's messy. Still works, but whatever, we'll play with that later. Let's take this, clean him up. Maybe that'll, nah, I can't leave it like that. I'd wire wheel it, but I don't want to get into this. That's more or less what I'm worried about. Which one of these takes fuel in, which one of these puts fuel out? I think this side, right? Well, that one pushes out. This one pulls in, judging by the looks. Clean that up while I'm in here. With my definitely clean rag. Yeah, it looks a lot better. This one's in, or that one's in right there, so this is out. So we want to put this one facing this way. Oh shit. Okay, well, there's our new problem. This head is too small. Is it? Well, shit. This head is too small. It'll work, but it'll only have 2 bolts holding it on. Actually, wait a minute. That one's lined up. I can't tell. That one's lined up now. I need to put the bolt in to find out. We may not be able to use this head on this pump, sadly. We might be screwed. I can see that one. I can see that one. I can't see that one. Yep, I can see all of them. Now I can. Awesome. So maybe this pump will work. It'll look rather stupid, but it'll work, so. Now I need to order a fuel pump. Trying to get this guy to thread. Did that work? Yes. Cool. So now we need one there, one there. I can't tell if it's pumping anything or not. Hoping it is. I think the reason it looks so funny is because that head's bigger than this head. I think that's what the deal is here. There we go. There we go. I forgot I could use one of these on here. That makes it a hell of a lot easier to do. There. So now, hopefully, let's test it and find out. It is water in here, but at least it'll be able to tell us if it is working or not. I think this side's the in. It does sound like it's pulling. There it goes. It's pumping. Awesome. Ha, look at that. It works. Awesome. Get all that out of there. Then once I do that, we'll be good. I know I shouldn't do it quite yet, but I'm going to go on ahead and put the fuel pump on. That way we can get this done and taken care of so that we don't have to worry about having oil blow everywhere and things like that. I forgot how much of a pain it was to get down here. It's been a while since I've worked on a 200 series. I don't know how many of you guys can tell. Need to turn that. That's on. So this needs to be turned around. I actually missed that. I'll have to do it once I get this. However, we might just leave it how I have it, because more than likely I'm not going to be running it off of the fuel tank for a while. Alright, why won't you? There you go. That side went. It did pump, so can't say it didn't or it don't work. Or at least get to run it for a little bit and make sure that everything on it is working good. The ultrasonic here ruined this. More than likely I'm going to end up having to replace this. Oh, they have that running in through the tunnel. There. Now let's go on ahead. Get this guy. Oh, we gotta find the screwdriver. This one was too short. I sent another one over here. That's on. This needs to come off so we can check the spark. Hopefully this is long enough. Yeah, I didn't figure it was. It always makes me wonder why people put this screw back. Maybe we can get it. So you really can't get at it at all. There's not an easy way to take it. Yeah, see, I figured that was what was going to happen. I need a longer screwdriver. I had one, but is that it? I have one that I use for getting points covers off, but it recently broke, so I gotta find a new one. I think this one looks a lot like it. Maybe it'll work. Can't tell. So far, it don't seem to be. No, I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's so hard to tell without being able to go under there and look. I don't know. I wonder if we were to take this one off. I'd be very angry if I was under there and I found out there was no. Now I might be able to get to it. If I lift up on it. Yes. You can tell I'm so used to the 100 series where they don't move that I keep forgetting this has rubbers and I can do that. That plate's loose. Oh, there's something else to look into. There we go. So now hopefully this will come out. And when this guy comes out, I can almost more than guarantee that screw's not going back down there. It's just about not worth fighting with. My personal opinion on it. Unless I was to magnetize this screwdriver, but I really don't want to do that just to get a simple little stupid screw, which just fell right there. I'll hold on to it though. Points don't look terrible. They definitely will need cleaned up though. Grab a file real quick. let's get this guy cleaned up. And I guess while we're under here, we oughta, I just grabbed a piece of sandpaper. I guess while we're under here, we oughta adjust them or make sure they're adjusted to where they should be. There we go. Let's try that. Ready? Let's see if we got a spark. Here, I'll say it this way. Let's make sure they're even moving. There we go. That's round one. Let's take this guy. There we go. Let's try that. If that don't work, then it's probably that coil. Ready? Or even that spark plug. I have a different spark plug that well, that didn't feel very reassuring that it was hooked. Let's try that again. Still no spark, but maybe we can watch the points. Those points just still kind of look dirty to me. Grab a file. I don't think the sandpaper is going to work. You're only supposed to use a file one way, but I think in this situation I'll be okay. I had a points file around here somewhere. I had ordered a long time ago, but I can't find it. Let's try that. So, I'm wondering right now if this coil is any good. Man, that sucks. That or the condenser. That does look kind of crummy. I almost wonder if it's the connections. Let me take that coil off. I'll clean it up real good. And then after I do that, I'll throw it back on there. We can try it again. The camera light's flashing. Swap that coil. I just decided I'd put a different one on it because that one really didn't seem all that good. So I just got to find a place for this so I can see it. I also put a different plug on it. If I can get it to stay right there. That would be the ideal spot. Ready? No spark. Yeah. Huh. Still no spark. I'm wondering if it's the points or something else. I swapped that coil because the one that was on there just didn't really look that appealing to me. That end, it looked like it was on its way out to begin with. If that wasn't in such a bad place, I wouldn't have a problem with doing the coils on here. The coil, but you pretty much just have to almost pull the battery out to get it, so I'm desperately hoping It's the points. Ready? But of course, this doesn't want to stay where I put it. I don't want to hold it. It does have a different spark plug in it, by the way. I wonder if that coil I put on it's bad too. Well, I think I'm going to go on ahead and end this video here. I'm not quite sure how long it is, but I think it's probably just about time to end it. It's getting late, so I'm going to go ahead and head in. I think that wraps it up. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys had a good Christmas. I know I didn't get anything. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care.